Just wanted to point to this chart as well, because I've just taken a trip through Asia, and it is clear that the only focus in Asia is on tariffs and those headlines, but they're not focused on the massive deregulation that's taking place in the United States. Crypto, we're seeing big changes there, of course, legislatively, and also in the court system and in the regulatory system. So there we're seeing the first executive order, I think, that President Trump rescinded, this was a Biden executive order, was on AI to free up innovation in that space. Nuclear energy, all kinds of energy to solve the power needs associated with AI and data centers. Huge deregulation, huge. Now that is slower and moving by nature, but on our site you will see how much regulation has held back nuclear energy here in the United States and in Japan since the 70s. And we're rectifying this 50-year problem now at warp speed, at least for that sector. And just to give you a sense, China is constructing today 28 large-scale nuclear reactors. In the US, we are not constructing one. We have been so constrained by regulation. And the antidote to that has been small modular reactors. And those are proceeding apace. Again, regulation takes time, but again, proceeding apace. And we think from the largest to the micro nuclear reactors, we're moving into a nuclear age. When Brett Winton and I were at our last firm, Brett and his team authored a book, a big black book, on nuclear and how safe and sustainable it was and is. And then unfortunately, Fukushima happened in Japan and unraveled nuclear for yet another decade, more than a decade. Again, the regulators had the upper hand around the world. And now we're back, and so that's good. All of these are going to feed economic growth importantly during the years ahead. And you can see here tax changes that are going to encourage this. So manufacturing structures. If companies get their manufacturing structures up within the next 3 years, they don't have to be quite in service, but if they have them essentially finished, and maybe to be put in service a little later, they will be able to depreciate in 1 year the depreciation. They will be able to expense in 1 year what normally would have taken 30 years to depreciate. So that's massive tax savings. And this is good for the next 3 years. And so we think there's going to be an explosion in manufacturing capacity and all other kinds of investing. And we think there's going to be a huge amount of foreign direct investment, especially given the Trump administration's strong stance. But you can also see here equipment, domestic R&D, software. These are fully expensed in year one. Now, these changes have been made permanent. And as you can tell, they're aimed squarely at innovation. And so we think that's going to cause an explosion in the 5 platforms I've just mentioned. They're going into overdrive. And so we think that's very exciting. And that's part of the growth story moving ahead. And importantly, it's part of the productivity boom we see emerging. And productivity is going to be very important in terms of not only holding inflation down, but driving it down. And we've been saying this for quite some time. Inflation may seem stuck in the 2 to 3% range right now, and tariffs are aggravating that, of course. But we would not be surprised to see inflation drop in the years ahead to zero or even negative, because we think the innovation that's taking place now is going to be pretty explosive. And technologically enabled innovation is deflationary by nature. It follows learning curves, which are expressed in cost declines. It's all about efficiency. And so we think that's going to be a big part of the story.